And maybe it wasn't homeless people that robbed the studio and stole all my fucking content. Why ain't nobody asking the important question?
Wait a minute. See, now those details was
what kind of fucking business partner? And even if he was my boss, doesn't offer you condolences when you hear that your mother died.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Your niece worked for Rock Nation. I don't know. Maybe you do too. Lord knows no content comes out of that house. You want to know what's funny? For all the months that I've been there at BB Films, I'm the only one to actually produce any content. They move too slow. And the truth is, he's pissed off about my deal with View It. Because View It is actually a company that can support my content. It's not relying solely upon me to do everything. And let's be honest, Tulsi. I think anybody who's in this game knows that while I'm going uber viral everywhere, this would be the stupidest time for him to pull away from me, when all he would have to do is release some of the content that we have. So why hasn't he?
Seems like it's a plan.
He has several performances to make. Huh?
It seems like it's a scheme that was set up by somebody, okay? And they had
if he
him
was
come to you with
truly
the bullshit.
a businessman,
Uh-huh.
trying to get his production company off the ground, you pull away? Do you know who pulls away from massive amounts of free publicity?
Somebody that's been
people who don't want people looking too closely.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people I brought to him that were willing to invest in our projects even after we were robbed? And he refused to do business with any legitimate person that I introduced him to. He didn't even put up the money to bring Gene Deal out. I wonder why not. Wouldn't that be smart for him to do?
Yeah. Look at real life.
And more importantly than that, guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Real life has been
He knew Chatty Patty fucking talked mad bullshit about me and never said a word to me until after he got rid of her.
Wow.
Because he was mad that she doxed his business. Part of the reason why he was mad that she doxed that condo is because his name ain't on it either. I'm sure that's why they just started calling because they were trying to figure out who the Armenian man's name was on the lease.
Baby.
People don't know who John is.
Baby.
And I'm not going to tell them. But I will say is this. A professional business owner would have said, we have no comment regarding Jaguar Wright's employment status here. And more importantly, she's taken some time off to grieve and plan her mother's funeral. That's it. He knows exactly who the fuck Danny Robinson is. He knows exactly what the fuck she does. He knew it was her calling. He knew he was talking to her. He used her to try to send a message to me. After he cut off my telephone, and I had to get a whole new phone and a whole new number and have my phone swept because he put spyware in my phone so he could listen to all my conversations. Even after I was sending him money to pay my share of the phone bill. And I was paying more than my share. You know.
That's crazy.
Wait a minute though. Tulsi, wait a minute though. Did you watch how Danny did that goofy ass shit? Now these pussies fucking sat there. They harassed that business. They harassed the apartment complex. They harassed everything that they possibly could. And then they get online and say that I messed up my own opportunity.
Wow.
It had nothing to do with y'all doxing my location.
No harassment.
Nothing to do with y'all calling the police to my building on several occasions. Like none of that.
Right. But it's the delusion for me. Like, why are people so pressed to get you off the internet? Like, why? That's the big question. That's really the big question.
Because being on the internet makes it harder for them. You didn't see your dear daddy King Payne crying about why he couldn't get his 1 million view video in a day?
Oh. The unloyal.
And talking about how he's sick and tired of people telling him to stop covering JAG content because he birthed me and he brought me back to YouTube. Else make money off of me except for him.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, he said that. Damn near cried about it. You know when he gets to whining.
Yeah. And those eyes
begging
real
for
buck. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey. Oh, now and now real life is not a real channel. It's an AI channel. All their content is AI, and that's why they get so many views because they bought them.
Oh, wow.
Nobody watched it. I'm sorry, Tulsi. It's an insult to journalism. Those of us who take broadcasting, journalism, blogging seriously, information hub seriously, it's offensive to have to deal with all these liars because they're sitting with something that they're not, and people are supporting it.
Yeah. Well, it would have been.
Can you imagine if YouTube enforced the defamation clause that refused to allow anybody to broadcast anything that wasn't absolutely true?
A lot of people.
There would be no beef there.
Look, it'll be a lot of people in trouble. Okay. And if
there'd be a lot of people doing DIY fucking projects.
Find something safe to do on the internet. Okay.
I am not trying to put you in a situation, but you know, people keep calling you out about Danny.
Of course, they're always calling me about her. They called me out about you. I don't know any of you all. I mean,
but they know you know her, and they know you know her identity. So
that's what they assume,
or at least that's what they believe.
Yeah, and let's keep the belief going. I need Queen Tulsa name needs to be out there.
I mean, but you did go to her birthday party.
Where is the proof, Jag? Where's the proof, honey?
And tried to pretend like you weren't there.
Is that so, Jag?
Just to pretend like you weren't there.
Your phone is breaking out.
Ignorant.
Say that one more time.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you
Chelsea?
now.
No, I said I thought it was really fucked up that she went through all that trouble to invite you to her birthday party just to pretend like you weren't there. Make it seem like she would never have anything to do with you. That's not true. She relies on you a lot. She's relied on you in the past. Like, you've always, like, that's the one thing about you, Tulsi. If you're a source, you're a loyal one. You don't throw it away. And that's why I never pressured you about it. Trust me. I'll get that bitch. I'll get her my own way. I don't need nobody to help me. See, right now, she is such a hard one for me that she sat there and tried to help my sister perpetrate a fraud. And she got a bunch of people online to go online and send money for a funeral that's not happening for a point in time, not dead.
So
fraud.
So your mother is not dead?
I don't think so. Nobody can find a death certificate. It's been over 14 days. Where's her body? I've seen it. Except for my sister and her daughters. My sister has done shit like this in the past. This wouldn't be the first time. They really should stop fucking around with drug addicts. Because what Danny Robertson and them have helped my sister do is financially abuse my mother for a year. Who the fuck lies about their own mother being dead to collect cash apps?
Somebody that's on drugs, allegedly.
I mean, she smoked crack for many years. Look at how my nieces behave. It's not apparent that they're crack babies. Like, that's what I love. I can't do nothing with it. I can't do nothing about it. I'm tired of people taking very, very small negative portions of my life that I got rid of a long time ago and trying to make them relevant today while they're playing with my mother's money, time, and health. There's those several thumbnails that say my mother's dead. Over 20. True? After 2 weeks, my sister should have corrected it if it weren't true, correct?
That's true. Actually, right away. Like, right away.
But then you put up your cash app to collect money for a funeral that don't nobody in my family on either side know about. And meanwhile, Sean Davieway is trying to convince me that my mother died in Pennsylvania. But I just talked to my cousin the other day in Pennsylvania. And guess what?
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
I crumble. My children crumble. My grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my money.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.